you're back. Fletcher! Oh, I was sure she would be safe. Her maps were so... Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others would...
Right behind.
Worse than rock! Worse than rock!
Everybody all right?
You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. What can the Fjord Ranger's rising star do for you, Your Eminence? Oh, you found him. I was so worried. Wait. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't my fault. That is not what happened. No one is hearing my side of the story. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when the bandits attacked us. I drew two of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed the fighting was over. No, I didn't. I'm not a murderer. You don't understand. I'm not a killer. Listen, let's keep this between us. I have a reputation to maintain around here.
Right. Because we wouldn't want the other Rangers to think poorly of you.
2 bandits attacked us, and Verano stepped up to fight them. I drew my blade, and I froze. I saw more bandits coming, and Verano was getting overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do. I know that. I mean, from training. Yeah, but this was different. I've never been in a fight before. Not a real fight with people actually trying to kill me.
You froze. It happens, kid. Combat instincts take practice. The real disgrace is tucking your tail in town instead of getting help and going back.
I know what I did was wrong, but I'm not a murderer. I swear. I swear! That's a relief. I'll find a way to make it up to him once all this killer business is over. And I hope you find them, Envoy. I'd love to give them a gauntlet to the face.
This kid's got too much to prove and too little to show for it, but he doesn't seem like a traitor.
First, my wife runs off to Paradise, but now, this.
Worth and wrath!
Another glorious battle.
You showed up at a bad time.
Yeah.
Oh, Envoy! You have to help me. If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his stories for even one more minute, I'll probably die. I am indeed. I'm flattered that you've heard of me. It's great to meet you. Ranger Iziana Dorso at your service. All right, but make it quick. I'm obviously very busy. Kidding, of course. Before you ask, I know you're trying to find your supposed killer among the squad, and I really don't know much about it. Frankly, I think she's overreacting to a late report. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest days, or Asierno's toothless protocols. Ugh, there's too many of them. Check in twice a day, sign the patrol roster, write your reports, keep up with the bulletin board, make sure the recruits are cleaning their gear.
Come on. You can't maintain a fighting force with shoddy equipment and poor discipline.
It's busy work. She says it's meant to protect us, but all of us took this job knowing it was dangerous. We should be out there killing the creatures attacking our farmers, not writing 5-paragraph essays on bandit movements.
You have a point.
Half of these kids can hardly read. I hope Verano's all right. The wilds can be cruel. Oh, that boy! Sure, he can fight, but does he think? Leave him to his farm and family, I told Asierno. But does she ever listen to me? The way this valley chews through rangers, we can't be selective. That's what she says anyway. Casagrada is a farmer's son. His father, too, is a farmer's son, and so was his grandfather. The same is true for nearly all of our rangers. They were raised with plows in hands, not swords.
You fight with the soldiers you've got, as the saying goes.
And we take these green farmhands, give them 5 minutes of weapons training, and tell them to stand against the tide? But that's neither here nor there. We were talking about Verano. He and Monato are the best of us, but no one's without their challenges. Verano's always trying to play both sides, be the peacemaker. It makes him soft. And Monato, you won't find him if he doesn't want to be found. He was a good friend once, I admired him. But he changed. Envoy, I love Asierno dearly, but the woman wouldn't blame her own nose if she sneezed. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp. The Animancer struck a deal with Asierno. We're not allowed to go there. Why Monato would say? But if you want to track down Monato, that... From here, cross the northern bridge and follow the path west. The path will become a cobblestone road. You'll find a cave in the hillside. I'm not Monato's keeper. He's a grown man and can take... It was claimed by an old Animancer years ago. He and the ogre are, friends. I have no idea what they got up to in there. Experimenting on Zarebs, probably. I couldn't tell you what's there now. I don't know anyone who could. Right. Watch your back out there, Envoy. The living lands are...
Hopefully, when we find Minato, we can find some answers.
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
Glad that's over.
I smell rot. There's something unnatural here.
Ik word een rot!
Your armor's too weak here.
Ik word een rot! Ik word een
Perk up, envoy.
Everyone okay?
You ever seen a backstabbing ogre? Didn't think so.
Captain Osierno will want to hear about this.
Keep quiet. Remind me not to switch gears.
Who's ready for more?
Worse than Roth!
Nice job, everyone.
Envoy? What are you... Huh. You're full of surprises. I was expecting someone else, but I think this could work out better for both of us. Not yet. Not unless you go back to Asierno and tell her everything. Once you hear my side, Envoy, I think you'll agree I was only trying to help. Unfortunately. I didn't want to, but he forced my hand. I thought I was clever, skimming a little extra pay from the coffers, surveying the city's weaknesses, laying caches for my friends. But it was like Monato had eyes in the back of his head. Nothing got by him. I tried to explain, but he couldn't understand. Wouldn't. He'd completely closed his ears to reason.
So you killed him for it?
Poor bastard was always too principled for his own good. After a fashion.
Unbelievable.
They were a means to an end. Don't tell them that. Everyone likes to feel special. They were supposed to kill Verano, but I guess they figured they could get more coin if they ransomed him back to us instead. Idiots. I'm preparing Emerald Stair for Adir's arrival, obviously. Your people have already pacified Paradis, with contracts and clean water, with promises of safety. I want to be safe. I want all of us to finally be safe.
You've got a hazy picture at best, Dorso. The Envoy was still killed in the street, and Ludwine's idea of pacified is anything but.
And I know what empires do, Envoy. They expand. Your soldiers would have come here sooner or later. I'm helping us avoid resistance and bloodshed when they do. Fiori's wasting away, Envoy. Animancy isn't helping us anymore, if it ever did. But no one in the city wants to admit it.
So you murder your own?
Our crops rot in the fields, bears turn to beasts and attack on sight. The very earth disintegrates beneath our feet. I think it's time we accept help from someone stronger, wealthier, better organized. From Adir. Then we can turn things around like Paradis has. Maybe then we can be safe. But Vidarro, Quilici, Captain Asierno, they're too proud. They won't do what must be done. So I'm doing it myself.
About time.
Worth and Roth! Worth and Roth!
Next one's mine.
I sincerely hope you have some good news for me. My gods, I can't believe this.
Ilia's wings uplift us.
She's been with the Rangers since she was a girl. She trained most of my men.
This is... Fotito. This is big, Asierno.
What happened to her? Where is she now? Without the trial? Good gods.
Frontier justice. That's what a traitor deserves.
Masoni, please. Where's her body now, Envoy?
I'll send a few of the senior rangers out to find her.
Thank you, Masso. What a nightmare. I don't know what I'm going to tell my men. A traitor in the Rangers. This situation beggars belief. Do you know why she did it?
Be serious, Envoy.
She was always talking about how we needed strength. Do you remember, Masso? More swords, more coin. And she complained that animancy wouldn't fix our problems. But I didn't think she had so little faith in Fior.
No one took her seriously.
Evidently, she was quite serious about it. I didn't want to believe it could be her. Gods beyond, what a mess. Thank you, Envoy. Ranger Monato has been properly avenged, and now I have a lot of work to do to rebuild my squad. I suppose anything is possible. Here's your reward. It's the least we can do for your assistance. Thank you again. Step carefully out there. We are living through strange times.
I hope this at least lets them clean up their ranks.
Do you think that...
Oh, hey, it's...
Welcome back. I hope the wilderness gave you safe passage. May I help you? You did! To think a godlike would deliver this back to me. I feel blessed, truly. Wherever he is, Eothas smiles on you. Wait, are you suggesting he stole it for some purpose? What? Eothas himself, ending innocent lives? I'd heard the rumors that he walked among us, but to think the God of Light could be to blame for such horrors. No, it's beyond belief.
Agents of violence. They cloak themselves in warmth and light and spread like wildfire.
What is there to ignore? It contradicts everything written about Eothas for centuries. Then why do we worship them? What do they give us if not qualities to aspire to? I find myself lost, godlike. I look at this relic now and I wonder whether all my years of service were a waste. I will. I pity my own suffering when I should learn from it instead. I'll pray for the thief's absolution. If not in this life, then maybe the next. Thank you for telling me all this.
That was good, right? Everything gets more complicated when the gods get involved.
Genuine healing crystals, purest in all of Aeora.
You return. Have you visited all 3 grave sites? You fought them? The spirit's anguish must be driving them mad, the poor dears. Thank you for helping the dead to rest, my friend.
And wasted perfectly good food in the process.
Now, will you stand and pray with me? Another time, perhaps. Well then, allow me to thank you properly. Please, take this token of Bereth's favor. May it keep you from her path for just a moment longer. May the usher find you quickly, Aimika, and ferry you gently.
rejuvenate and revitalize your personal assets.
Rumor has it there's an envoy from Adir among us in Fjord.
At all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me. Diverus? You work fast. Impressive. I wonder if my theory about... Is that so? Huh, how fascinating. Here's hoping I get approved to study the flow of essence into the region's fauna after all. If only we could find a way to coexist with them. But I suppose it is in their nature to oppose in... From the depths of my soul, I thank you. May their... Good. Outlaws living off the hard work of others deserve nothing less. I see. Then the other bounty hunters did not fare so well. I am glad at least to know of their fate. As am I. At last I can turn my attention to... Oh, please take this. It's from my personal collection of essence-infused oddities. I have a feeling you will find it of more use than I would.
Please tell me you found them.
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge. Nothing we could do.
The Dream Scourge? Here? Tell me you're joking. So it is. Gods, I saw these signs. I didn't want to believe them. They'd been acting sideways, more than just distracted from their work. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I was so wrong. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive? Merla, when she turns, Fjord will panic. Where is she now? That won't do any good. Do you think poking around and severing her soul will save her life? Even so, if it's early days and Vidaro doesn't find out... All right. It goes against all my instincts, but we'll try it. Once. Here. You went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job. I never thought... I just hope we're not making a mistake.
Jata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at... How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Did you hear that, Ignacy? You should be taking notes.
Ah, of course. The Adiran envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Be careful with your assumptions. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Chiata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Chiata is an outcast.
It's a bit too soon to tell.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroom.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giada, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giada's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. Likewise. They should be educational for us both. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Messiverno. Forever. As much as I would love that, we're already out of time. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Are you as excited to get started as I am? Because... naturally.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, my meat.
Found the machine.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this.
The other is healthy.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Yata.
Have you ever stopped and listened?
I'm sure that wasn't fun among us. What will happen to them?
What do you think of Jata's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little...
unpredictable. Like, the essence has no sense of direction. How did you know? We should go. But not here.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source. Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile. So you can understand why none of us went rush. Still. Well, aren't you full of surprises? For an Adiran, you're very resourceful. And a more... With any luck, I can tell you a great deal. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first. Let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood. It's less of a question and more of a... As long as you're honest, there's no wrong... All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum. Chrysalis.
A spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites a war.
Hello? You still with me? In that case, let's stop it before I do any lasting damage. Hey, let's go over your soul is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold. What I see is something entangled. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting. Nothing harmful. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. Between the two of us, she's on to something. The essence has been drained from the land. Exactly. And if I know essence, all I can tell you is keep looking. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
Well, that was standing up for what you believe. Of course. I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you... Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing... Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real... Right, changing the sub... If I must.
I still can't believe it. Dorso was betraying her brothers in arms. At least she got what was coming to her. Well, yeah, but there are some lines you don't cross. Turning... You'd think that'd be an easy position to hold. But I've seen better soldiers than Dorso cross lines. I saw this in Rauatai's campaign in the Deadfire. You start out with purpose. You're fighting alongside your brothers and sisters, battling. But then, you're breaking up villages, turning tribes against their rivals. It gets... Empires are hungry, Envoy. Don't let your allegiances turn you into something you can't live with. And troubling. What was it she said? The steel garrote will ensure the safety of... They aren't gonna make you any friends, that's for sure.
That Adiran spy mentioned a steel garrote operation, too.
Yeah. Stay sharp. The storm's brewing. And better if we can find it before it finds us. Night, envoy. You know, he wouldn't... No doubt. That's why living landers can be contrarian and combative. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people. You seem to have turned out okay. She knows who she...
She has more clarity.
Hey, I am a...
Sometimes that...
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about...
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field. The bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke. Hollow faces in a line. What has come of this place? A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of... We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from... What are these rituals? Eons have passed. We do not... A harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve? Touch the flame and see. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make? The hound cannot recognize itself. It growls at its own reflection. Should we fear it too? Fire that burns the forest, feeds the soil. We have learned much. Dream.
Those are no ordinary farmhands.
A godlike in emerald's den. Well, well. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Try and use their names, if you don't mind. It builds their confidence. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer? Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple. They get 3 meals a day and a comfortable home. What more could they ask for?
I've certainly dealt with worse.
Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong. I've had my hands in her all day. What I need is a fresh perspective. If Beatrice ate something that disagreed with her, the least I can do is keep it from spreading to the rest of the...
Huh. It's like cleaning a deer carcass. If it was rotting and smelled like cayenne.
Giata Castel wants my professional opinion. What a... I have to ask. Is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? Especially when a renowned animancer is shouting at the top of her lungs in the... Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants, they can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest. Someone needs to put a poor fellow out to pasture.
Well, it's already dead. That's the...
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open.
So, we're killing a Revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Take him down! Oh, I think I sprained my shoulder.
Envoy. Poor Silvo. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the but I believe whatever causes it is older by far. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different. And end up like Giata. No thank you. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. Toward what end, only you can say. Well, I'm happy to give her some good... You and Giata are going to shake things up. As for me,
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are sad. on this. Yvette, look what I found! A genuine godlike.
Oh my gods, Remy, it's finally happening.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend? Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike's vacant gaze betrays an unquenchable thirst for violence. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
It's just that we've never met a godlike before. This is a big day for us.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal? What a novel idea. But no, I don't really see the appeal.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us? So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone? Oh, didn't anyone tell you? Well, this is awkward. Shame you had to learn it from us. Do you have an answer or not? Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
There's no cure for the Dream Scourge, much in the way that there's no cure for an avalanche.
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Precisely. A godlike and a scholar, too. Incredible.
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge.
Not that we'd ever be interested in such research, of course. How droll. An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else... With enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh sake, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear that Chiata was sent into exile?
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit.
I hope you aren't afraid of lightning. Where there's animancy, there's bound to be lightning. Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest? That's the fun part of metaphysics. Everything is strange, but nothing is new. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals. Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject. I'd call that a good day's work. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus. Exactly. There are many ways of going about it, but my mother's invention will get us quick results. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I can't blame you for avoiding a place like that.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there. Right now, I would rather focus on the work ahead of us. The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
That's where her parents died. I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Okay, walking into the basement of an animancer I just met. Right, feels great.
All right. Explain it to me again.
Imagine a river of essence. It feeds.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment.
Don't know what I expected, but this isn't it.
Haven from the Blight. Who grows here?
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty reborn. A life of peace.
Guys, we can leave now, right?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Gods, I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there? I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I don't think you were in any danger. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing. For the time being, that would be best. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way. Don't worry. It's more durable than it looks. Kind of like me. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling. I almost forgot. Someone gave me a letter for you. They said it was for the envoy's eyes alone. I may have glanced at the handwriting. Don't worry, your secrets are safe. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off. Our research begins at Naku Tadek, west of town. I hope no one minds. I made myself at home.
Don't mind at all. It's good to have you. Tell us a bit about yourself, Giada.
Let's see. A few things about me. I enjoy long conversations, and my favorite season is autumn. Apparently, I also snore, which annoys some people.
So do I. Glad it won't just be me now. We should pitch our tents on either side of Marius. The drone really helps him sleep.
Right, that's me. And the first rule of camp is never listen to Kai. He's a blessed Nimdude of the highest order.
If anyone needs their soul tinkered on, don't hesitate to ask. I'm rather good with souls.
I'll take your word for it.
Envoy? Hard to imagine what Giada's going through right now, with her parents and all that. I mean, I have no idea what actually happened. She'll need time to get past that. Right, changing the subject. You too.
Thank you again for letting me join you. An Animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace. Still, being an Animancer feels different without Fior Messiber. For the first time, I don't have... It'll take some getting used to, that's for sure. At least now I have a place I can call... Good, because I have a lot of research to do. And this could... Not to change the topic, but... This little adventure of ours... Will it be dangerous? A little bit of trouble in moderation can be good for the soul. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself. I hope... What are you so... Anyway... We haven't been together long, but... In Paradise, you have a reputation. This is the frontier, after all. We don't exactly do things by the... Fior Messiverno tolerates you well. Of course, all I know is what you've done. At the end of the day, you shouldn't care what anyone... Just... on this... but there... Oh, not at all. Kai is a sweetheart. And if that's who he chooses, if there's another side to him, he'll show us when he's good. No need to rush and... Marius is working through something. An old wound that hasn't... He's a tough... Good question. Marius, when he wants to... I've spilled... I suppose you deserve to know. After... My mother wanted to expand Fjord's... She thought... Anything's possible. After all... My father thought Emerald Stair was just the beginning to her. I think... Theoretically, her plan should have worked when she used the... I can't rule. It lived in... If I... No. To my knowledge, the act... But neither was the experiment. Still, I don't understand what... I was 17. That makes it... Gods. After they died, I wouldn't go near a lab. I have a lot of My mother and father didn't caution. It's like... I thought... Of course. Still. And something... I hardly think your Emperor would approve. No Animancer has engineered an ecosystem. That little Ignato among... I hope not. He has, as far as, and afraid some, you know how, unfortunate, whether... No, then...
You don't need an...
That answers...
Sometimes a simple the device, but essence is chaotic by nature. As you saw with your own eyes. Not before I've done some reading. I can't believe it. Ranger... Shame we had to kill her. But I'm glad you think so. Still, it's a shame. And I hate to see anyone. That's all for... Pleasant dreams. Maybe it seems like, when you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, it's outrageous that we build so high off the ground. What a pain. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsley stands. One of these days she's going to change the world. Shake... Anyway, thanks again. Thanks for talking.
Did they not glow in the light? To grow and flourish still, like... The lake dries. Prune the belf. Endless spring. They breathe. They flower. They will never fade. Apple into seed. We think. They sing in peace. Do we not? The bear would have spent its days in the wood. They are strong now, vibrant, better than their frail shells. More than alive. No suffering. No... Sleep now. Dream of...
There should be some equipment by the Adra pillar. Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery. Armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about? Good. We're on the same page. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake. In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face. This is no time for hesitation. All right. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration. I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
Shit. All right, adjusting the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this? Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, here goes nothing.
Souls in a circle, a whirlpool. We twine. We twine.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched, like a fishing rod. Is that a door? Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless. Hold on to that feeling. We might need it again. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Adra. I was right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here. My thoughts exactly. If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the sword. I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar. Naturally. After you.
We gotta see what's down there now.
Gods! Did you open that door?
I did not bring us here to explore, but clearly something wants to be found.
Does this feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
I wonder, did you open the door? Or did the door open for you? Incredible. These ruins are untouched. We are the first to disturb them. When was the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk more once we reach the gate.
Aim where?
I wager those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp.
right behind you.
Worth and rough!
Taking damage!
Never had a chance.
Who's next? Anyone? Give me a second. Watch your head. Trapped by the bottom.
Worth and rot!
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Worth and rot!
I would not go swimming if I were you, unless you wish to meet your maker. There must be a way across. If not underwater, perhaps over it, with the help of some ice.
Worth and Roth!
What in the name of Aora is that?
You, think it's sleeping?
I've never seen anything like it before. I don't believe it's a statue. No, this was alive once. And the people who lived here were terrified of it. Whatever this is, at least it's dead. 2 points for the godless, none for the abominations.
Never a dull moment with you in charge.
Worth and Roth! Worth and Roth! Worth and Roth! Worth and Roth! Worth and Roth!
Next one's mine!
Worth and Roth! Worth and Roth!
Death into life. Interesting. The godless clearly had some ideas about reincarnation, even if they didn't have a god.
Every other culture I've come across reveres the gods, even if they give them different names and pictures.
Can you imagine life without any gods to guide your destiny? Without anyone shepherding you this way and that? Of course I can imagine it, but I'll wager you have a harder time. Looks like quite a party. Let's break it up. How did they even get down here? Things must have their own secret entrance. I'm impressed.
Worth and
means the coast is clear. Let's have a look at the Adra pillar.
Come, hear us through the Adra. Find us.
You take lead.
Ahek worth and rot! Ahek worth and rot! Ahek worth and rot! Ahek worth and rot!
We've backed the Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us. The equipment was compensating for a poor connection to the beyond. Here, we won't have them. The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes? Maybe it had to do with your... Try making contact with the Adra this time. It could only help. The effect should be stronger than before. Brace yourself.
You are here. You who bring us kind words and soothing thoughts, we welcome you. The mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain. Lonely, yes. None have asked after us in so long. We open to you as a bud before the sun. We once belonged to the green and the wild. A people lived there once. They loved us as we loved them. They brought their dead to us. We used to dip our fingers, wade in the confluence of souls. We are the heart in the soil, the lungs. We dream, the land stirs. We become. They brought their prayers to us. We answered. We do not remember how we grew. Our eyes opened. We were the earth, the sky, many into a whole. We touched the mountains and they molded to our fingerprints. The Akita twined around us. They sang in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, Sabado. Our spark found you when you dreamed in the womb. Godlike, they said. But we have felt in you the seed of connection. We have sought you, called to you. And you reach back. We have not known the joy of Rot. We feel it too. Our hands are bound. Find us. Free us. The rot that festers seeps into us as well. Our cage is far from here, buried in the garden, beyond the poison sea. Would that we knew. Our jailers gave us no explanation. But perhaps the ancients who were beloved to us, perhaps they can quiet the questions in your mind. Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. We will try to explain. Those who cherish us, the chosen of the Akita, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison. We will cleanse this rot with you once our hands are unbound. Find us in the garden. We twine, we await. First, let us offer you a sliver of our power. A boon, will you? We offer you gifts any would covet, and you search them for rot? You are our kin, the seed of our soul. We would see you avoid. Take it with our blessing. Now hurry to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. Bind us.
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time. We gotta start bringing pillows.
For a second there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought. Actually, I thought your soul had been blasted to 1,000 pieces. But I'm happy to be... While you were out, I got some clear readings of the... I've tracked its origin to the center of the living lands. Somewhere deep in the You've heard of it? Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but... You were muttering while you were out. Had quite a lot to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before, though only in traces. It must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they... Yes, Sapadal. Who are they? What are they to you? Excuse me? Sapadal is a god? But that's impossible. How could we have missed this? You never heard them before? Not even in your childhood? Only when you arrived on these shores? A trapped god. Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Adra. Maybe that tells us something. Not the Adra itself, but how it comes together. We've long theorized that all Adra is connected, but that changed when Animancers came to the Living Lands. The Adra here is severed from the rest of Eora, connected only to itself, or so we believe. If Sapadal speaks and works through Adra, then the Living Lands is their prison, their tomb. You could be right, but we have no way of knowing for certain. We know the Dream Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe Sapadal can help us fight it. Indeed. That will be for you to judge. The real question is, where do... Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before. We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Mesiverno. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few... Gods, the farms, the community, my research. But the Dream Scourge is the end of Animancy. The end of the Living Lands as we know. We should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Stop! The trees splinter, the rice turns black. The pain! The pain! They trample the farmlands. They tear down the gates.
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter? Oh no. Let's go. You take the lead.
Come on. There's a way up those stairs.
There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations at a time. What we discovered here. It changes everything. my god. No!
Andres, the depths. This was no accident.
What happened? Who did this? It's all gone. The city. My home. Right. We should be a moving target, in case anyone comes for us next. We have to check on the others. At least let me find Quilici. Any survivors would have evacuated to the farms north of town. Come. There's not a moment to waste.
A city up in flames? You tell me who your coin is on.
I can't believe this. What you smell is the workshop going up in flames. Our books, our chemicals, our machines.
The ashes. I can't.
Many of those inventions were originals from the Valian Republic.
Thank the gods you weren't there when it happened.
I don't know why I'm dwelling on that.
Your work was your home.
They burn. They blind us.
We should talk. Fiorme Severno was the pride of 2 generations. And now, my home, my lab, my pet. What if I'm tired of being strong? I keep asking myself, how could I have missed this? How could I not have known an attack was coming? We were all so occupied with the Dream Scourge, we missed the enemy on our doorstep. No matter where Animancers go, someone is always trying to kill us. Nothing enrages the gods more than mortals in pursuit of Don't worry. I plan to hold the mortals accountable. Listen to me. A failed Animancer lashing out at everything in reach. Even with all the tools at my disposal, I couldn't stop the dreams. How do I live up to my family's example when I can't even help myself? I wish I could. But that legacy is... My parents died pursuing a better future. And right now, I have some pondering to do. If I must. I hope everyone is all right. Animancers know how to plan for an emergency. We've never seen one like this. If anything happened to Kulichi, I don't know what I'd do.
Let's get to the farms. If there's trouble, we can help.
Again and again they strike.
Not bad, envoy.
Worth and wrath!
Coming from the rear.
Good shooting, Kai. Come on! Come on! Lead the way.
Quick and quiet.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
That'll show him.
think no, nothing.
Watch the left!
Then! I am worse than wrath!
Good to see you again, Envoy. I told you we'd cross paths once more. If you need to restock, I have some new...
The path is closed. Someone's got to contain this plague. I don't... Keep your distance.
You know, it's almost comforting to smell Zaros at this point.
Subtle as a mouse.
Arctic worth and wrath!
Come on! Come on!
Arctic worth and wrath! Arctic worth and wrath!
That all you have?
Then!
Good fight.
worth and rot!
Next one.
Worth and rot!
Coming from the right.
Ihaise! Worth and rot!
I really don't think you saw what you think you saw.
You think I'm what? Seeing things? There's someone else out there. Someone new. Probably Adherents.
And you're the only one who saw them?
People in armor, skulking about in the forest. And it's definitely not the Rangers from Fjord.
See? Even the Adherent. Either way, you need to get some rest. And you, Adherent, should just be moving on.
Stop right there, Adirin. I know what you did. I don't have to bow and scrape to you because you let Egwolf live. I'm no fool. You can go inside. For now. We're tired and hungry. That doesn't mean we're helpless. Watch yourself. What you looking at?
hungry? Now we have... There has to be a caravan. There has to be a caravan coming soon.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Stay calm. Let it... I said, stand down. If they had come to kill us, we would be dead.
Erlin, I know this is the Adiran who set Igwulf free, but...
What are you going to do? Growl at them with your stomach? She spared Igwulf for a reason. I'm sure she also has a reason to stand before us now. It behooves us to listen to it. Igwulf is a zealot and a madman. Still, you saw promise. I hope you do not live to regret your choice. Many of our fellow rebels hold fast to Igwulf's vision. We are not among them. Now, we are tired. Please state your purpose and leave. No. We have enough to sustain ourselves, and help from an Adiran would not come without a price. We fought with the rebels in Paradis. The Steel Garrote closed in on us. We had no choice but to escape. All we wanted was to survive. We had no idea Emerald Stair was like this. Don't be ridiculous. We do not commit wanton violence. Our quarrel was always preyed upon these people. That does not mean they are trying to make their way as we try to make ours. The greatest boon you could give would be to turn around and leave.
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
We need to look for survivors. Someone must have made it out. They made it out. Oh, thank the gods. Thank the gods. I needed that. I needed to see them so badly. It felt like I couldn't breathe.
Take a few more deep breaths. We're not going anywhere.
Rabbits in a burrow, hunted.
I never thought that these people are looking for leaders.
Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess... I left the whole pile right here. Enough food, good food, safe food. I went inside just for a moment. This was probably her last harvest. Like thieves. They're not from around here. They had a few elves among them. I've got no problem with elves, but they looked rough. Like they weren't civilized, you know. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can.
Nothing ever changes. Look at you, Darren. Arguing over the actions.
There's nothing left, Aimika. Take a rest. You've certainly earned it.
Perhaps you're right, but do they...
Seems like a lifetime.
It's you. The god... I thought that... What kind of a question is that? Forgive me, please. It is not anger. It is wild. I'll be straight with you. The Steel Garrot's captain stole something precious. It wasn't enough to burn our city. Now they have to loot us. She'll let you close. You can take her pride. A relic of Old Valia. I don't know its actual value. But my young nephew stood up to the Steel Garrot before they attacked. The captain gutted him and looted his ring. An heirloom. I left pity behind long ago. I want that commander to die as painfully as you'll find her at the Eastern Watchtower. It is not far from here. I warn you though, her troops will probably still be... Bring back the ring. I can't think about her wearing our emblem. I should go now. My sister will need help preparing my... Down there, demons. Down! Damn the steel garrote! Spit on their graves! Graves! How can our family go on?
Come on! Come on! Patience!
Adirin, welcome back. I knew someone would look for it eventually. Allow me to appeal to your better instincts, if you will. We are starving, Adirin. In a choice between us and them, I will always choose us. That does not mean I take pleasure in it. I feel the farmer's pain as keenly as I feel my own. But the crops are the crops. My people's lives are on the line. I have no choice. You can take it from our dead hands. Without this food, all of us will eventually perish anyway. It shows you hold no prejudice against us. That does not make us friends. Look at the people around you. See their dull eyes, their waning strength. Soon, I will have to choose among them. Who eats and who dies. You are a leader. You know the burden of responsibility. Would you ask that of me? Who would you ask to pay that price? If one loss here earns us a powerful ally, perhaps that is a worthy sacrifice. Take the food and go.
Erlen, no!
And what is the alternative, Ortrude? Would you have me fling my starving body at them? Or doom innocents to the same? Leave with my blessing, Adirin. But no, I cannot stop my compatriots from objecting to your choice. And please, do not return.
Hold it, Adirin, scum. Erlin might be going soft, but I'm not about to let you leave without food. If you leave with that food, we're as good as dead. Shut your mouth and arm yourself!
Let's finish.
Ahek worth and run! Then! Jihaise! Ahek worth and run!
That's one for us.
has to be a caravan coming soon.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Gather round!
There you are. Oh, thank the gods. At least you've bought me a little more time. More importantly, you've saved me from having to explain it to my wife. Sylvia's a fine woman. Well, she doesn't need to know it's come. Let me at least pay you. It's honest money, too. Don't forget it. Next time they come for my harvest, I'll be ready. I tell you that.
Hobbs? Seems lost, but it's just time.
Watch for spiders.
The beacons are lit. Good. At least someone warned the city.
Quiet as the depths. Take your best shot. Good work!
For the wheel.
We make a good squad.
Soldiers by the watchtower. Take care.
Envoy, what are you doing here?
Our report said you were still in Fjord. I wish it hadn't come to that, but the Furians gave us no choice.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't tear your soul apart.
Because one wrong move from you and my soldiers will shoot. Now, state your business, and don't waste my time. We're moving out. Oh? And how many did you cut down in Donshore alone? I killed one sentry. I'm not going to answer for the rest. You come here as an agent of Adir's will, and you challenge the validity of their victory. Very well. Let me remind you what the Empire does to traitors. Attack!
Worth and run!
This one's mine!
Ihaise! Worth and run! Worth and run! Worth and run!
To your left!
Worth and run! Worth and run!
Dodge this! That's done? Who's hungry?
This have happened.
Is he done? Is the captain dead? I knew I could trust you. And My family will never hear. But at least we have something to remember him. The gods favor you. We have to look to the future now. I'm not sure how, but we must try.
You heard, Vidal. The settlement is done for.
This settlement is our home. I can't believe you already abandoned it.
Envoy? Oh, thank goodness. For a moment there, I thought we'd lost you in the attack.
As if you don't already know.
Ignacy, calm yourself.
Why should I be calm? Her people burned my city.
The Stilgarrot are hardly her people.
They offered us no negotiation, no peaceful terms. Just flames and laughter as we ran. Don't be naive. Anyone who serves under an Adiran banner is complicit. Your Inquisitor is determined to...
We agree on one thing. The Stilgarrot have declared war on the Living Lands.
That sort of thinking is precisely why my father fled the
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradis. This attack was meant to weaken us. No doubt they will circle back to finish. Tell us, what of your research into the Dream Scourge?
I may have spoken in...
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms. It was too awful to acknowledge.
Are you being serious right now?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch. And I... Eschietta was eager to remind me. You must understand. I hoped against reason that she might recover. But her mind to face reality would mean upending my city. Throwing... I'm so sorry.
Don't waste your apologies on me. This changes nothing between us.
I don't expect your forgiveness. But I will do everything in my power to make... whatever you have to say.
You want me to do the talking? Very well. The evidence is clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge by following it back to the source. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more
But this is madness! When I said I was red, Quilici, tell her it's madness!
Envoy, is it true?
You truly think you can find a god? I said I'd keep an open mind, but this is a bit much.
First the Dream Scourge, then the Stilgarrot, and now, what does this god of yours want us to do? Pray?
This is no time for a theological discussion. We can't remain in Emerald Stair.
There is no reason to stay. Unless you count picking through the ash. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement.
No. I say we go to Paradis. Exactly. As long as we are animancers, the adherents will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beat.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice we can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands.
Thirdborn has its own problems. Paradis is more secure, but it would mean living under Adiran rule. I don't like our options, but that shouldn't stop us from committing to one.
Thirdborn's full of hardy types. Lots of former soldiers and mercenaries. A rough bunch, but good to have at your back. It's also farther from the Steel Garrote's base of operations. That's where I'd make my stand.
Is unpredictable, and that's why it has a chance to succeed.
When did you grow a spine, Ignacy?
Who says I have? Take care in your travels, Giada.
My days of subterfuge are behind me. Be the leader these...
What of you, envoy? Where does the hunt for the dream...
Oh, I do.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will appear. If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way. You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
Ah, right. Layman's terms. Thank you. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies, which is in Shatterscarp. So we've got to get there now. Wait. If they know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too. Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity. You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
You'll need both to survive the Living Lands, but at least you won't be lacking in good judgment.
Don't speak too soon.
I can promise you a good brain, but it doesn't always come with good judgment. For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend, and a bad influence.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded by some of our best...
Then we should approach carefully. They'll be on their guard after this.
I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, envoy.
Back to Shatterscarp, then.
Rebuilding has begun! From the ashes...
So many years of research. Done in the blink of an eye. Morning. Join the others.